Have you been wondering what the new GBD-H2000 from Casio G-Shock is all about? Well, look no further. You've come to the right place. Hi, my name is Jared. This is the Berserker channel, and I'm going to give you an honest review, and this is coming from a big G-Shock fan. This will be a review that's going to help you decide whether or not this is the watch for you. So let's get into it.
Well, this is my first review, and I'm really excited to share my thoughts with you, and I hope you find this video helpful. And if you do enjoy the content I provide, please consider leaving a comment just to help me grow. I'd love to hear your feedback and suggestions for future videos. And also, if you'd like anything about the watch, leave me a comment and tell me what you don't like. If there is anything from this video that you'd like me to cover, please also tell me, so that I can do my best to respond and create follow-up videos. Thank you in advance for watching, and I look forward to your comments. And don't forget to subscribe. The G-Shock GBD-H2000. So this is the new watch that's entered the G-Squad range, fitness range. So this has a optical heart rate monitor, a gyroscope, step counter, GPS, Bluetooth, and it's got some outdoor environmental sensors. So it's got a thermometer, barometer, altimeter, and compass. So it does have a few features over the previous model. It's got blood oxygen measurement and cardio load statuses. It's got sleep recovery, seeing how you're going and analyzing with Polar, the company, algorithms. It's got the sunrise and sunset display, which is good if you're wanting to see when you can run in daylight and when it's going to be too late. It's got moon age data.
Okay guys, so I've got my watch here. Now when you first start it, you do need to do a few things with this watch. Okay, so you need to sync it up to your Casio Watches app. So we'll just do an instructions. So you hold the top reverse button, go into the settings, you press the enter button, then you press it again and enter. Okay, then you go pairing. Alright, so once you go on pairing, it will be searching for your phone. Okay, so what you do with the G-Shock Watches app is you go into the app, add new watch, search for your watch, add the module that it's in, select the color if you want that customization to know that that's the right one that matches your watch. You can do that, and then you go and start the process of setting to select the watch, and you might need to go into your Bluetooth settings and search for new devices to help speed that around. Okay, so you go back, that's your back button. Okay, so we'll go, and that's your light button, so it opens. You can't really see it in the light, but that's okay. Alright, so go heart rate monitor, your blood oxygen, so it will detect. Okay, your breathing exercises. I think this one's really cool because you can actually set up to have your own like meditation in like for 3 minutes. I'll show you. So we'll go into, okay, so it's got 3 minutes. You can adjust that. It's not hard to do. Okay, so we'll just go out. Okay, go through more. So your cardio status. I don't do cardio recently. I'm gonna have to get into it, but I have done some cardio for a map, which I'll show you guys later. So your life log is all the steps that you do. Okay, so I haven't really been doing the steps, but that's because of the work that I'm in. And okay, oh, geez. Okay. So go lifelong settings. Okay, now select all the different screens that you can get. Okay. Alright. Nightly recharge, okay, so tells you how you've been sleeping. You just got to make sure that the heart rate monitor is on all the time. Okay, so with the nightly recharge, I had some trouble trying to figure out how it works, but essentially it will start recording data when you've got your bedtime set. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to collect when it realizes that you're asleep, if you're sleeping during a different time than what you've listed in the app. So for shift workers, it might be a problem. But generally what I've been finding is that it has been recording my sleep. And so on different hours that I haven't listed. So I guess it can detect when you're asleep for long periods of time. The polar algorithms do their thing. So, but there are some days where it didn't work at all, for especially the first part. So I say give it about a week or so. As the instructions do say, if you do move around a bit, it will actually interrupt the recording of it. And most days it actually does work. So it is pretty good. It's good to know that I'm getting a pretty decent sleep. Okay, your activity log. Okay, so I've got like that running that I did. Okay, and I'll show you what that looks like on the map in a moment. Okay, your almanac. So it will tell you when the sun is going up and when it's going down. Okay, and it has all the features. Okay, and it's also showing the moon phase as well, which is quite good. The only thing it's missing is the tide feature. Okay, that would be a real nice thing to have in an update. Okay, we also got the compass, so it won't work inside my apartment because it's covered in concrete. Okay, so we'll just skip ahead. The altimeter, so does work, but I presume it will work a lot better when it's outside. Barometer. It's got all the screens here. World time. So it does have all the world times that you'd like to have in to set. Okay. Timer functions. Okay. So it does allow you to time a workout session or anything else you'd like to do. There's a lot of other reasons you might want to record. Stopwatch feature. It's very standard in G-Shocks. Notifications. Now, because I like the minimalistic approach, I don't like notifications, but they will show up here. Okay, you got your time and date. So you got your workouts. So you got your walking, your running, your biking, and your gym workout. Okay, you got interval timer. Now I really like this one because you can actually set this one. I actually have been doing this one for my ab workouts. So I got 10 minutes of 1 minute intervals. So I'll have like 1 minute of constant abs, 1 minute rest. 1 minute of constant abs, 1 minute of rest. So I just do that to complete my workout on a daily basis. So that one looks really good. And not only that, it actually beeps when you're up to the 1 minute section is done. And then it will restart. It also vibrates as well, so it's a nice feature to have. So you'll know when you're going. So swimming, open water swimming, and you got trail running and walking, and it also includes your GPS track. Now there is a few settings, so you've got high, medium, and low, and you can adjust that in the app itself. And that determines your accuracy of how many times you want it to ping to the satellite GPS. Okay, it does use more battery, so you'd only want to do that if you are really keen at getting an accurate, but for anyone else, the standard actually works fine. Okay, alright, so that's my function. Okay, so we're on the Casio Watches app. Now, unfortunately, the first screen is advertisements. So that is not what I want to see when I'm operating this watch app, and I just want to go into the things that apply to me, and possibly there should be another section for new watches to look at, and you can select that at your own accord. So, alright, so what we do here is we go to the GBD-H2000. Okay, I'll go back. So there's a plus button at the bottom. You select that, you enter the module and follow the prompts for the watch. Select the right color and make sure it's yours. So this is the color I've got. Okay, so generally what happens is that there's sometimes it's very hard to pair. You just select the remove pairing, or you can delete the watch info and restart again. Okay, now I had an issue with this app when I first started because it was disconnecting the Bluetooth mid update. Okay, and that was on my Motorola Edge 30 Ultra and also on my old Samsung A52s. So I was having lots of trouble. I was spending hours trying to update the app. The watch was actually rendered useless basically, except for the basic time features. The heart rate and all that was disabled because when I was updating, the update actually deleted all the old data, so that all the old functionalities of the watch was basically set to just standard watch mode, and that was quite annoying. Okay, so with the features, you've got the running, you've got the ability to edit your runs, etc. Your interval trainings, okay, so you can set that up here. The training frequency, so depending on what your goals are, it will help you get there. Okay, it's got notifications, so which I don't want. The alarms, okay. It's got a nice smart alarm feature, so it will wake you up about half an hour before you're wanting to, or whatever you select. Okay, so we've got those are the features. When you're at the lightest sleep, it will attempt to wake you up, which a lot of people might find a lot better. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And you've got the ability to edit the watch face image. So if you want to put your own personal, just a nice thing of the app. Okay. Alright, so if you want to go into checking up your details, you need to make sure that it's synced. Okay, and then you go to the My page, which is the bottom right. Okay, then it's got all your steps, and there you go. On how lazy I've been lately, but here's the map, which I did a little test drive, or test run, I should say. Now, alright, so when I was going around and doing my run, I found that the accuracy was a bit off. Now, I had it on the medium setting. That's it doesn't use up as much battery, so it's just standard. So you can do low setting, so it uses the least amount of battery, or you can do the high setting. So you probably need to charge it straight away, like the instruction manual says, when you're using it on high. Okay. Now I am going to do some more running and see how it goes. So, but for the most part, it actually does record, the accuracy of the run. So it's just a bit off. I did run on the path, and there was some sections where I did cross or cut across some path and ran on the grass. Yeah, there was a lot of trees, so I'm not saying it's not accurate just yet. There could have been an issue with satellites or so at the time. That all needs to be taken into consideration. So I will do an update on this one. Hey guys, so what I'm going to be doing is testing the features. I'm out here at Hyde Park, over here in Perth, WA, West Australia. So I'm going to do a test run with the GBD-H2000 and see what that looks like on screen. Okay, so we're just going to select this time feature. Okay, so we're just waiting for this to connect up to the GPS. Now this isn't bad. You could be working your workout, your pre-warm-up session and stretching while this is connecting. So it's not really a bad issue. So if you're about to go for a run, make sure you get it done beforehand. If you would just want to go and get up and go. There we are. So all you have to do is press the enter button and that will get you in. Alright, so I'm just going to get ready and then I'm not going to record the run except on my watch. I will go and show the data and on the map. Okay, so I'm out here walking around the lake. Okay, so I'm done my small little run. Okay, so you can see the heart rate, the pace, the time, and the distance. Good to test your skills, see you growing. So I do think it will help runners. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal here. So do I think the GBD-H2000 is actually worth it? I do. The only things that I could really fault it on was, from what I could see, is that I could only list one world time feature on the watch itself. But that doesn't stop me from using my phone, I understand, but it's a feature that I've lived with for all my G-Shocks. The other feature, which I do think is incredibly important in a watch, especially a Casio G-Shock watch, is the hourly beat function. It's a function that a lot of G-Shock fans actually love, and there is a number of people that don't use it as well. But the fact that you could actually use it on a watch would make people more likely to invest on something like this. I do like the polar algorithms and all the programs on the GBD-H2000s. It does help you towards your fitness goals. It does send you alerts to keep moving more often, and I'm sure it will, any of the bugs or anything will be improved in future updates. So I do think it is worth it. I am happy with my purchase. The only other feature is it does have a biomass plastic bezel. Now, as a collector, I want this to last a long time. I don't want to have to re-buy another watch. So that is my only concern, because this is the new thing that we haven't really had. So it's a new design of bezel with different materials. So whether or not this will hold up the only way we can see is in time. So hopefully this is a good investment. And if it doesn't, I think Casio should offer replacement bezels. That's my own personal opinion on this watch, that we actually get a product that we, should expect from Casio G-Shock. And that's my opinion on the watch. I hope you've enjoyed the review, and please leave a thumbs up and a comment. Let me know if you don't like the watch, you're still thinking about the watch. Just let me know. Ask some questions. I'll reply in the comment section and reply to you and potentially do some follow-up videos. But thank you very much for watching my review. Until next time, Chimp Berserker out. Okay, so with my watch, the only issue that I really had that was really big was when I decided to update the firmware. So I uploaded the watch, and then it was prompting me to update and fill in some details. Unfortunately, on my two Android devices, my Motorola and my Samsung, for some weird reason, it didn't work. During the update, it stopped halfway through and said transmission error, as you can see right here. And I had to cancel the update, it was freezing, and then it would be attempting to watch, but it would stay frozen, and I wouldn't get anywhere. So how I resolved this, I hope this helps someone, and I hope Casio's fixed this, so you won't even need this. But I tried it on Apple, and it fixed the firmware. So the update went complete. So hopefully this has been resolved. But if you're still having problems, this will fix it.